Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dream a Fantastic Dream podcast. This is episode 80, and today we are combining attractions from Disneyland and Disney World. We are your hosts, Skylar Gifford, Madeline Voynich, and Armida Flores, and we're joined also today by our dear friend, Troy.
Hello.
Hi again. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
Of course. So let's dive on into some lovely shower thoughts. And honestly, I'm going to let Armida start because this one is super important.
It is important. So today is September 15th, which means it is the very first day of Latino Heritage Month, Hispanic Heritage Month. Very exciting. I have been waiting all year for this. I am so hyped because I didn't have a social media platform for this last year. So you bet I'm going all out this year. I have like a list of like all these different videos that I want to make about like just highlighting some of the really important Latino characters in the comic book world and in the MCU and all that fun stuff. So I'm really excited. And if anyone saw my video that I posted a couple days ago, I recently discovered that Target is putting out Latin Heritage Month like merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
There are like actual nice quality t-shirts in Spanish with like all these cute little like isms that we have and beautiful designs, and there's hats and sweatshirts, and I like literally was like crying. I was so excited. I've never seen a big corporation recognize it like this before, so I'm like really happy.
I went to Target last night because I needed to go get a few things for my classroom, and I saw it like right as I walked in, and I saw a couple like I saw everything that you had bought, but then I saw a couple other things that you didn't buy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh, I was like, I hope that she goes back, except for the one, because the one was like a really not so nice color for anybody. That it was a horrid color.
I know that's the only thing I was like, oh, but like, honestly, I'm so happy.
But everything else I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man. But yeah, that's awesome. Sky's got a really exciting one too.
Okay. So as you can see, I am not at home. I'm actually in the middle of the Grand Californian at Disneyland recording. I thought it'd be really fun to really start the new year off at Disney. So that's why I'm recording here. It was really, really cool today. So I already did Haunted Mansion Holiday in Splash Mountain, and I found out today that it is the 20th year that they've been doing Haunted Mansion Holiday. So there was like a giant plaque outside. And it just made me really, really happy because it's my favorite ride. And it was just cool to see. So yeah, other than that, they were also doing these distance meet and greets that I've posted a little bit about, where they're having Jack and Sally on the foyer, like right above the guests, which is cool. And they're like talking to them instead of having the close-up meet and greets that we were talking about last week. And I just think it's a really good idea, especially, you don't have to get super close to them and it has to be awkward or whatever. So I don't know. I really, really like it. And I want them to stay.
And out of curiosity, how do you feel knowing that your favorite attraction with your favorite overlay is as old as you are?
It feels really weird. It feels really weird.
I'm sorry.
I mean, happy birthday to me, I guess. That's cool.
Bless that fun fact,
To be fair,
Madeline.
most
That's
of the
so
attractions are older than
funny.
we are.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So Troy, I'm gonna let you go and I'll go last.
Okay.
Because yours is also exciting, but for a totally different reason.
So I was thinking about, how we kind of have, first of all, do we have like a fandom name, first of all?
No.
For the podcast? No?
Not really.
No.
We're just
Okay. So I
yeah.
was thinking maybe we could be called like Space Rhinos.
Oh my God.
Right? Like I think
The
that's
space rhinos.
Yeah, the Space Rhino fandom.
Our little army of space rhinos.
Yeah, exactly. So
I love
come
it.
be a Space Rhino,
Join
Logo
us. Become one.
redesign.
Oh my gosh, we should totally do
Logo
like a shirt
redesign,
design.
question mark?
Yeah.
Alex, you want to add a space rhino to our logo?
And then my second thing was this is the Dream a Fantastic Dream podcast. I don't know if you guys have talked about this before, but I wanted to know like if you were a Phantasmic character or part of the show, what would you be most
Oh,
likely?
I'm so glad you asked.
Oh
I feel
boy,
like you
let me
should go
just
first.
tell you what. Who's gonna go first? Because I have many, but I really want to be that green and orange dancing monkey.
Me too.
I feel like it's perfect for my personality,
You
Or
make fun of me for wanting to be the hot pink dancing spoon in the Beauty and the Beast show, and you're over here saying you want to be a green and orange monkey.
yes,
Oh my God.
I know she wants to be Jasmine up top. She can ride the little flying carpet.
Thank you for acknowledging
You can
that.
be the old witch from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I literally was like, does anybody want to take a wild guess as to which one I would be? It's a no-brainer at this point. Like, the princess bit is my
but
favorite
for
thing
real.
ever.
Madeline, who would you be?
This is a hard question for me since I've never seen Phantasmic. Outside of the video that we watched. So can I just say Sorcerer Mickey? Or honestly, if I'm in one of those moods, I'm gonna go Disney World Phantasmic route and say I'm the Maleficent Dragon.
Are you the one that caught on fire?
Yes, because my life is a constant flame of stuff. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Those
Troy,
are really nice choices.
Who would you?
Troy, what do you want to be?
Who would you be?
Maybe honestly, I feel like I'd be Ka, but like specifically the part when his lights turn on. That.
Yeah.
I love that.
With like the laser eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. Either that or the person inside.
Okay, fair.
That'd be me.
That's fair. Yeah. So my shower thoughts are also just exciting. 1 week from literally right now, I will be getting on my second plane and I will be heading to Disney World. I'm so excited. I'm going to back to Disney World. It's kind of a bittersweet trip. It's really sweet, more so than bitter. Just because I'm going with my family for my 27th birthday. I'll be turning 27 in Magic Kingdom. Having Citricos for dinner, and my kids are finally like, can you record the fireworks for us? And I'm like, no, because it will be the last time that I see Happily Ever After, so I'll be too busy crying to worry about recording. And like, but you can cry afterwards. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna cry throughout the whole thing. It's fine.
You can cry afterwards.
What happens?
Yeah,
it's natural. Just let it happen.
I cry before, during, start sobbing again when Tinkerbell flies, and then really, really sob at the end. But I mean, it also is like a little tiny bit bitter because it's the first time that I've been back, like not on Disney property, because obviously I was on Disney property with you, Sky, but like to a park since my like breakup. Like the last person I was in a park with is my like ex, and so like it's a little bitter, but at the same time, like it's my trip to reclaim Disney as my space rather than our space. And so I'm really excited for that too.
Yay.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot of news that we got to plow through.
Let's go.
Woo.
Yeah. A lot of it came from the film industry, which is interesting. So Disney Films has committed to 6 more of its upcoming films being theatrical debuts only, where they will be in theaters for 45 days before they premiere on Disney Plus. So those 6 films that they have committed to the theatrical exclusive release are Eternals, The Last Duel, West Side Story, Ron's Gone Wrong, The Kingsman, and Encanto. But Encanto is actually only going to be a 30-day theatrical release before it goes on Disney Plus. It's the only like one that's not 45 days, but Disney is getting serious about getting people back into theaters.
Excellent.
As they should. That's cool.
I feel like that is mostly attributed to the success of Shang-Chi, because they didn't put it on Disney Plus and it did so wildly well. So I think they kind of want to go down this path a little bit more.
And I would agree with that. And I'd also put it as like a double fold of like seeing what happened with Black Widow and how Scarlett Johansson went down that route. I think they're also kind of afraid of other actors going down the same route that she did.
As they should.
Yeah. Because it was a little ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
But I think if they stick exclusively to theatrical releases, it's gonna benefit them wholeheartedly.
So Disney revealed that Marvel Studios will block off 4 release dates throughout 2024, February 16th, May 3rd, July 26th, and November 8th, but no titles have been released. I know we are getting that year, we're getting Fantastic Four, X-Men, and Deadpool 3. So they didn't say what order, but we are getting those at least 3 films.
Those were the 3 that I heard that were the big contenders for those release dates.
Yeah.
The 4th one is kind of kind of
I'm pretty sure it's Captain America 4, which will be Sam Wilson as Cap.
Yeah, I would imagine that because they haven't started filming that yet, so I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Speaking of Marvel, the last What If episode with the zombies was just really something else. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I think it's been it was my second favorite of the What If episodes so far. But Marvel Zombies was confirmed to be coming to Multiverse of Madness. So if you were a real lover of the last What If episode with Marvel Zombies, then you got some good things coming your way.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for that.
Of course you
That'll
are.
be so cool.
Of course you are.
It's so good.
Ooh.
You can go. No, go.
Okay. Sorry, I got excited about this one. I'm very sorry. The live action Little Mermaid finally got a release date because they wrapped up filming recently, and it's going to be released May 26, 2023. So a nice Memorial Day weekend opening, which means Disney's expecting really big things from it. And it has a very, very diverse and wonderful cast. So Ariel is going to be Halle Bailey. She's from Grownish. Jonah Howard King from World on Fire is playing Eric. Melissa McCarthy is going to be Ursula. Daveed Diggs from Hamilton is going to be Sebastian. And Javier Bardem from No Country for Old Men is King Triton. So I'm super excited. I loved Little Mermaid as a kid.
And they're doing original songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda as well. So he is contributing a little bit into that. And I'm very excited.
Nice.
Hocus Pocus 2.
Yes!
Starting filming this fall in Providence, Rhode Island. And they are looking for extras. So the dance experience for men with shoulder length hair or young adults from 18 to 22.
So what I'm hearing is that Sky needs to go to Providence, Rhode Island to become an extra in Hocus Pocus 2.
Yes, 100%.
Do you guys want the actual tea?
Yes.
I don't like Hocus Pocus. I know. Of like all of Disney and like
She's left the building.
I am glad you
Halloween
said
films. I've never really been a Hocus Pocus fan.
that.
I don't have anything against it. I just was never.
No, I'm glad you said that because I've never been attached to it like everyone else. It's not a bad movie, but I'm just not attached to it.
Once or maybe twice. In
We ruined Madeline.
I don't even remember it. If I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Makes me sick.
That's cool. So a new system of confirming a party 1 hour for the virtual queue, which we talked about Rise of the Resistance. And they also brought it to Web Slingers and California Adventure as well. So if you guys are trying to get on the attraction and you are trying to get your entire party together, it makes it super simple. So you can just go and get the boarding group and just ride the attraction.
It debuted in Disney World. I think it was last week. And a lot of people had really positive things to say about it. They said it made getting a boarding group a lot easier. And so that's why they decided to go ahead and bring it out to Rise in Disneyland and Web Slingers and DCI. So I think that's awesome. So Disneyland also introduced their Merriest Nights, which is their first ever after hours holiday event at Disneyland. What I find interesting is that it is so limited, so limited. So it's only for 5 nights in November and December. So it's November 11th, November 16th, November 30th, December 7th, and December 9th. So it's not even anywhere really near Christmas, which I find interesting. Tickets were available to start purchasing yesterday on Disneyland.com and on the app. Some of the features of Merriest Nights, if you're going to happen to be there on one of those dates, is that you get into Disneyland before the party. So the party technically starts at 8 Pacific time. And so you can get into Disneyland 3 hours early. So at 5 p.m. Pacific time. You can enjoy enhanced holiday decor, seasonal entertainment, and specialty food and beverages. Mickey Mouse is going to greet guests on Main Street in a Victorian outfit, and Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy and the other Muppets will be traveling in a special coach for caroling and sing-alongs, other Muppet antics. They're going to have chickens. There's that. Over in New Orleans Square, Tiana is going to be welcoming guests and celebrating Noel with Bayou inspired like celebrations and food and things. If you go to Frontierland, you get to see Miguel from Coco, wishing everybody a Feliz Navidad and having a jolly fiesta. Armita's over here dying and is like, man, I really want to go.
I know. And here's the thing is that like, I'm going to be there in that time, but I know that we're not going. So it's fine. That's like the one thing that I want to see, but it's okay.
Hints. Just
You want to pay
saying.
$200?
I know,
Ticket?
that's why we're not going.
Oh my God. Then they're going to have 3 other holiday parties. So there's going to be a tropical party with Lilo and Stitch in Adventureland. Elsa is going to take over Fantasyland, and Buzz Lightyear will have a Tomorrowland party. So essentially you get 6 little mini parties in with Merriest Nights. So there's that. I just find it interesting that it's super limited.
Right. I mean, I'm not really surprised. They're going to want to keep it small as they can.
But I mean, like, think about it, like Boo Bash and Oogie Boogie are like also smaller, you know, and limited, and Disney World Christmas After Hours, you know, they're still limited, but they're not that level of limited, like 5 days over the course of 2 months. It just seems like, I don't know.
I mean, for
Yeah.
us, like it's weird because Disneyland usually has our Halloween stuff up longer than Christmas. Disney World has Christmas up longer than Halloween, so it's kind of flipped.
Okay, I guess too, the fact that like Disneyland is more of a locals destination.
It's very local. It's like if you go,
Okay.
that's it. Like
Yeah.
they expect
Yeah.
people to go once. They're not expecting people to keep coming back.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. So Yeehaw Bob Jackson has announced that he will be returning to perform when Port Orleans reopens on October 14th. He's a fan favorite. People love Yeehaw Bob Jackson. He does not have a solid schedule yet, but he is expecting to perform 5 nights a week. So if you're staying at Port Orleans, you should check him out.
Nice, cool. I remember when you guys were so upset about him getting, you know, let go. So that's
I was
cool
upset about
for
a lot
you.
of the performers getting let go, honestly.
Yes, yeah, it was not fun to hear.
Yeah.
Sorry. Primeval World now closed behind walls with permits for demolition for the attraction. The construction permits were previously filed, but no release on when it was going to come down. So yeah, upsetting.
They haven't even said if it's actually going to come down. It's just behind walls. So we don't know what's going on.
Oh, right. Okay.
Let me hold on to the tiny little bit of hope.
Literally, Troy and I are just like, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
John, okay, so I was talking to Johnny about this the other night, and he was like, I'm really sad that I never got to experience it. I was like, honestly, it was a piece of trash because it was just a mouse coaster, but it was a beautiful piece of trash, and I loved it a lot.
Armida, you take this one.
Oh boy. As of Monday, Finding Nemo the musical was reported permanently closed at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Since the puppets and set pieces were being removed from the theater in the wild. And I spent a good 24 hours crying over it. I had a whole live stream in which I cried over that. But on Tuesday morning, it was announced that a new updated version of Finding Nemo the musical is set to debut in the theater in the wild in 2022. I take a sigh of relief. It will feature the new story material, but keep fan favorite songs such as Go With the Flow and In a Big Blue World.
Madeline's favorite over here.
I know, it's her favorite.
I'm so excited
I'm
to take her
prepared.
on it.
Do you know what this makes me think of? Because I was trying to tell Sky about this the other day, but he had no memory of this. In fall of 2019, when the live action Lion King was, they were trying to hype it up. They did this interesting thing where they did like Festival of the Lion King, but it was an outdoor show and it was shorter and it was like more, it was that's what I think is going to happen with Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
I think they're going to take it outside because with the way that Florida is handling things with COVID-19, I don't imagine they're going to just stick it back in the theater. I think they're going to like do something with it outside and have it be shorter.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
It would be-
they
I don't
should
think it would be
switch
bad,
it up. Yeah. Menus released for Steakhouse 71 and Space 220. So Steakhouse 71 has pretty standard breakfast with omelets, steak, and eggs, stuff like that. Lunch is just burgers and sandwiches. It's kind of like Le Cellier for dinner, which I'm actually really excited for.
I texted my dad and I was like, if like we were ever to not get into Le Cellier, at least we've got this as like a backup.
No, I love Le Cellier. So
I mean, I do too, but
I'm
like
really excited that something like that's, also opening.
yes. And if you guys don't know, Steakhouse 71 is opening at the Contemporary.
It's kind of like Steakhouse, was it
It's the partner of Steakhouse 55,
55 or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hotel.
which is permanently closed. So like go
Yeah.
figure.
It's so upsetting.
It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
so good. Or it
The
was.
next- Space 220 excited me a little bit more, even though I like, have mixed feelings about going there. Because it seems like it's fairly standard, but like the combos are a little bit more out of this world. First of all, they have calamari and burrata. Like not together, but like
Yeah.
they've got burrata.
Burrata.
And any place that
Burrata's
has
great.
burrata is
I don't know what
automatically
that
top
is.
tier.
I trust anything that has burrata, honestly.
Me
It's
neither.
literally just
Wait,
like a
what
big
did you
ball.
say?
He doesn't know what burrata is.
Oh.
It's literally just like a big ball of cheese.
Oh, is it okay? Yeah, I know what that is now. I never knew what the
Yes.
name was,
Yeah,
but
me
I know what
neither.
it is.
I know what that is.
It's it looks
I'll
amazing.
show you.
No,
I
I
I
have
know what
like
it is.
3 of them
I
in
know
my.
what it is.
I have like 3 of them in my fridge right now.
I just
Um,
didn't know it had a different name. I was like, oh, okay.
It's gonna be kind of pricey. It's a fixed price meal for both lunch and dinner. I think I saw like lunch was like $60 a person.
So it's
And
kind of
dinner
like
was
our
like-
guest then.
Yeah, but more expensive.
Yeah.
Because dinner is
Okay.
like $80 a person. But I also did see, because I was snooping through the menu, they have a cocktail that is kind of like a margarita, but is also served with astronaut ice cream,
Ooh.
Fancy.
which I'm 100% here for because I love astronaut ice cream and I love margaritas.
Yes.
So like
Yeah.
good combination. So what I found interesting about this is they originally said it was going to open September 20th. It is going to open September 20th, but for the first week that it's open, they're only taking walk-ups. Reservations will be opening on the 20th for any dates, the 27th and after, but for the first week it's walk-up only. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So they announced the dessert parties for the Enchantment Fireworks show in Magic Kingdom. So Enchantment Fireworks show is what's replacing Happily Ever After. And that starts on October 1st, but the dessert parties are starting on October 3rd, and you can start booking these on September 17th. So they've got 3 different options. They've got a pre-party option, an after-party option, and something called treats and seats. So the pre-party option, you'll head over to Tomorrowland Terrace, and the pastry chef will have things like chocolate covered strawberries, butterscotch pudding, cheeses, things of the sort. They'll have a drink selection with an assortment of beer and wine for guests over 21. And then you will get to view the fireworks from a reserved section of the Plaza Garden. It's $99 per adult. They can adult ages 10 and up, which I find interesting. And it's $59 per child ages 3 to 9. And that price includes tax. It should be noted that in order to get into any of these dessert parties, you do need to have theme park admission, and you do need theme park reservation. So you can't just book it and assume that they'll let you in. For treats and seats, you get the pre-party experience, but you get to stay in the Tomorrowland Terrace for the fireworks. So you get to sit and watch the fireworks. Essentially, treats and seats is the new version of what the dessert party was for Happily Ever After. Admission price for that is $114 per adult and $69 per child, tax included. And then the after party, I find interesting. It's basically the reverse of the pre-party. So you check in 60 minutes before the show, you watch the show from Plaza Garden, and then you get the desserts afterwards. And that's the $99 per adult, $59 per child. So I think that I like having all 3 options. That's kind of cool. They also, I'll just go because we're all going to sit here in silence. Apparently, he's going to stare at me. Please edit
Sorry,
that
I
out.
like zoned out. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
good.
you didn't. You were texting someone on your phone.
No, I was
And
reading this actually. You're welcome. By
We're
the
gonna
way.
edit that out. We're gonna edit that out. The dining packages were also released for Harmonious in Epcot. So a little bit different from a dessert package. So Rose and Crown and Spice Road Table are offering dining packages starting October 1st. And you can get reservations starting September 23rd. So Rose and Crown is a fixed price menu with 1 appetizer, 1 entree, 1 dessert, and unlimited drinks.
Ooh.
Whereas if you ask me, that's the better deal because Spice Road Table, you get 2 small plates. Like they're known for their little small plates of
Yeah.
like Middle Eastern, Moroccan, appetizer things.
Yeah.
So you get 2 small plates, 1 dessert, and 1 beverage.
Not that
So
great.
so if you ask me, the Rose and Crown package is way more worth
It's
it.
I will
better.
say though,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a lot
I
of the
think
time, I mean,
so.
I've never been there, but like a lot of the time where it's like unlimited XYZ, the workers normally like don't, maybe because of the amount of people who are requesting it, but you normally just get like maybe 3 refills or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
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 Like
They haven't met me then, clearly.
they have not.
So the final thing, the candlelight processional will return to Epcot for the International Festival of the Holidays, which is exciting.
Holidays.
Holidays. I don't know what the heck
Holidays.
just came out of me.
You started to sound like me. You
I
started to
know.
pick up a little
I'm-
southern.
I
Oh,
know, look at
God,
you.
Please no, please no, please no, please no, please no.
It's too late. I've heard it.
So the
You wrote them
annual
out
pass
loud.
holders get a resort discount for stays between December 12th and the 24th. So 20% off moderates, 25% off deluxes, and the same deal applies for Chase and Disney Visa card holders. So that's cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I was excited about that, and then I realized, oh wait, I don't have to use that because but it encouraged me. For those of you who have been keeping track, I got my annual pass, so I'm a first time pass holder, and the day that I got it, I told Sky that meant that I could come for his birthday, and so that encouraged me last night that I actually booked my flights, so it's real now.
It's real.
It's very, very real.
Can't back
So
out
probably
now.
catch us. They'll probably catch us recording an episode actually in person together from Disney.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That'd be great.
That's what Armita's doing when she comes down as well.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, we'll be doing that
Nice.
for sure.
All right, you guys ready to jump into the main topic?
Yes, let's do the
Yes.
things.
Yes.